Uh, this video will introduce the skeleton system from the uh, skull to the toes. So first we should zoom in the skull. The skull are composed of some fused bones. The forehead is called the frontal bones. Uh, in the front part, the biggest bone in the front. It covers the frontal part of uh, the brain. On the top is the parietal bones divided into two parts from left to the right. In behind is the occipital bone. It's the bone that bind to the atlas, which is the first cervical bone of the spine. The jaw is called the mandible bone. The teeth uh, growing on the mandible bones, mandible part of the mandibular teeth. On the upper teeth are joined to the maxillary bone. Uh, maxillary bone are divided to two parts from the left to right. Uh, the teeth on maxillary bones are maxillary teeth. The bones on the nose and left and right are nasal bones. On the surface on the skull, the buccal part called the zygomatic bone. And the bones that bound to the zygomatic bones are temporal bone. These are the bones on the surface of the skull that we are easily to see. Some bones are inner side. We should remove the bones on the surface. We are able to see them. Like these bones are in the middle. Is a bone that goes through the whole skull. We can able to see the in the inner side called sphenoid bone. And this part of the bones is fragile, easy to break. Some punches on this bone will easily hit the brain, cause a coma. And the bone here is that hyoid bone. This bone is a bone that didn't bound to any other bone. It's like our tongues are. It bonds our tongues. The tongue, if we add the muscles, we are able to see the tongues. This part of muscles actually is tongues. The tongue, the forward part bound to mandible bone, and the other part bound to the hyoid bone. The hyoid bone provide some space for the air able to go through and food able to be swallowed. Then this is basically all the bones we are able to see easier, but the bone's inner side are quite difficult to see. I didn't introduce too much of information of this. Another part of the bone in the nose I want to mention is warmer. This bone is flat in the middle of the nose and cut the air from two parts and enter into the lung, lungs. Then, okay, this is all the information I want to mention in the skull. Then we move to the spine. The spine directly bound to the skull on the occipital bone. The first, uh, the first part is called the cervical. The cervical has seven bones from the atlas, also being called the cervical bone one, cervical vertebrate one, or called the atlas because its shape a little bit different. Actually the vertebrate bones are usually getting smaller when it's going upward, but the atlas bone is uh, larger. It's a little bit larger. We remove the occipital bones, hide them, able to see the atlas. The first one is atlas, the second one is axis. I'm able to see all these cervical bones has small holes here. This hole allow the blood vessels able to penetrate through and supply the nutrition or oxygen to the brain or uh, transport the waste out of the brain. The first one is atlas, the second one axis. Then another go called the cervical vertebrate bone. There are seven of them. Then is a thoracic vertebrate bone. The thoracic vertebrate bone are all bound with ribs. There are 12 of the thoracic vertebrate, so there are 24 ribs on the left and the right. The ribs are named the first rib, second rib, to the 12 rib on the left and the 12 rib on the right. These are all thoracic vertebrates from the thoracic 1 to thoracic 12. And then is a lumbar vertebrate bone. Lumbar are relatively larger bone. Oh, another thing I want to mention about the thoracic vertebrate bone is the thoracic vertebrate bone has a flat part that's able to bound to the rib, which these characteristics didn't find in the lumbar or the cervical bone. The lumbar vertebrae then have five of them. Then fused to the sacrum. Sacrum also being unknown had a fused bone, a five fused vertebrate bone, but they are fused together. It's all being called the sacrum. Unable to separate them. The tails here we call the coccyx. Also be fused with four bones. are able to uh, uh, take part. Then the pelvic being separated to three parts: the ilium, the ischium, and the pubis. Then we move to lower part. Is the femur. Is the largest bone in our body. Is the femur. You are able to see the uh, structure. Is relatively uh, have two large head. Then it's bound to the very famous bone called patellus. The patellus is a very important bone. It's a heart shaped. Able to see. It has a heart shape. Able to stabilize the whole body. Uh, if we don't have the patellus, it very easy to fall down because your body may not stable then. Uh, we move down. The largest one is called the tibia. The other one is fibula. Are able to move uh, to rotate our legs with tibia and fibula. Then we move to the total bone. On the feet we call them torso. On hand we call them uh, carpal. There are there are some long bones here called the metatarsal, but they are unable to separate because they are connected with the integumentary the skins on the end of them called the phalanges. The phalanges is free to move, but the thumbs here, whatever is the thumb of the hand or the feet, there are some bones here. Well, I don't know these bones. What are these bones do? But they all appear on the hand and the feet. And some they only have two bones. The other phalanges they have three. All have three. This part called phalanges. This is metatarsal. This is torso. On the hand, let's move to the hand. This part called the carpal. This part is metacarpal and this phalanges. And similar to the feet, only two bones on the thumb, on the phalanges part, and similar bones here. Still, I don't know the function of them. Then we move to the upper arm. Upper arm, the largest one is called the humerus. Then the triangular shaped, irregular shaped bone called the scapula. The scapula will bound to a lot of muscles, and these muscles are bound to the spine, able to hold the scapula, provide great support to the humerus. That's the reason we are able to carry heavy stuff because the scapula was bounded to a lot of muscles. We are able to see them by adding muscles. Yes, this one, the muscles. We can able to see the outer layer of the muscles bound to the spine and bound to the scapula. Are able to help us to hold carrying heavy things. This one is called uh, clavicle. The clavicle bound to the sternum. The sternum actually able to connect with the ribs with connective tissues, but the tissues are not a part of the bone, so they didn't show them. They're able to see the holes here are actually bound to the connective tissues, actually provide the support. Then we move down. Actually, this part is the shoulder. It's actually a very free moved part, able to most free moved part in our body, and it still is a very complicated part. If this part being destroyed, some injuries, get some injuries, it's difficult to heal for a long time because it's very complicated part in our body. Then we move down the outer part is called the radius. The inner part is ulna. Then this is a general introduction of the whole skeleton system. And you should know all of the bones, the names, where are they? But in the inner skull, we have to remove this part. We are able to see the complexity of the skull. The skull is actually very complex bone system. We remove the frontals and the parentals. We remove temporal bones. Around click. Remove the temporal bones and the sphenoid bone. Remove the jaw, the mandible bone, the buccous, sigmoid bone, and the maxilla. The rest of them, you are able to notice is this part of the bones are the air able to go through in this part. But these bones are very complicated, able to separate it by a lot of bones. If I don't, if I once I would remember all of their name, but I forgot them already. We'll remove the needles. But in this part, I want to emphasize this part of the bone. Ethmoid bone. This part bone have a lot of neuron system. We can add some neurons. You're able to see the neuron system. We remove the outer layer here. You're able to see the neurons go. A lot of neurons go through these bones, called the ethmoid bone. The ethmoid bone have a lot of neurons go through, and it's directly exposed to the outer in the nose. So, and we are able to see a part of the nerve was penetrated through here. That's why we get some water in inner side of our nose. We feel very painful because it just directly hurt your brain. Because your brain's nerve system just penetrates through the ethmoid bone. You get hurt because of this. Because that's all the information I want to give you now. If I get more knowledge, I will make another video. Okay, that's all. Thank you.